Chapter 4. Allies and Adversaries. The Aetherial Forest loomed ahead, its ancient trees whispering secrets carried by the wind. Gareth led the way, the echo blade at his side, its faint glow illuminating the darkened path. Elena, the sorceress, followed closely, her eyes scanning the surroundings for any mystical disturbances. As they delved deeper into the forest, the air thickened with magic, and the ethereal glow of the flora cast an otherworldly ambience. Suddenly, the twang of a bowstring echoed, and an arrow embedded itself into a tree just inches from Gareth's head.
"Hold!"
A stern voice commanded from the shadows. Out emerged Aldric Hawkwood, a hooded figure with a bow trained on the intruders. His piercing eyes scrutinized Gareth and Elena.
"Who dares trespass in the Aetherial Forest?"
Aldric's voice cut through the air. Gareth, undeterred, raised his hands in a sign of peace.
"We mean no harm. We seek the Aetherial Core to save Eldoria."
Aldric's gaze remained skeptical.
"Save Eldoria? There's nothing left to save."
Elena stepped forward, her eyes meeting Aldric's.
"We've all suffered loss. Join us, and together we can bring justice to those who've wronged us."
A tense silence hung in the air. The forest seemed to hold its breath, awaiting Aldric's decision.
"Justice, you say?"
Aldric finally spoke, lowering his bow.
"Lead the way, but one wrong move, and my arrows won't miss."
Gareth nodded, acknowledging the unspoken pact. As they ventured deeper into the Aetherial Forest, the trio, each carrying the weight of their own tragedies, began a journey that would intertwine their destinies in ways they had yet to fathom. The Aetherial Forest embraced them with an enchanting embrace, its mystical aura unveiling wonders at every turn. Ethereal flowers bloomed, casting a kaleidoscope of colors, and the air hummed with the whispers of ancient spirits. As Gareth, Elena, and Aldric pressed on, Aldric's eyes scanned the surroundings, his keen archery skills ensuring they navigated the untamed landscapes with a cautious grace. He moved like a shadow, his every step leaving no trace on the forest floor.
"Aldric, tell us about your village."
Elena spoke, breaking the silence that lingered like an unspoken pact among them. Aldric's gaze turned distant, memories flickering like shadows in his eyes.
"It was a small village, nestled between the hills. We lived in harmony with nature until Drakmoria's forces descended upon us. They razed everything to the ground."
Gareth's jaw clenched at the familiar tale of loss.
"I'm sorry, Aldric. We share a common pain."
Aldric nodded, acknowledging the unspoken bond forged by tragedy.
"I left my village in ruins, seeking a purpose. When I heard of your quest, Gareth, I saw a chance for vengeance."
Elena, sensitive to the weight of their shared burdens, spoke softly.
"Our quest is not just about vengeance, Aldric. It's about saving what's left of Eldoria."
The forest seemed to listen, the ancient trees bending to hear their tales of loss and determination. Aldric, stoic and reserved, found solace in the shared journey. His archery skills, once honed for survival, now became an essential asset in navigating the ethereal challenges the Aetherial Forest presented. As they continued, the forest unfurled its mysteries, a tapestry of wonders and trials, each step drawing them closer to the elusive Aetherial Core. Aldric's bow, an extension of his grief-forged resolve, guided them through the untamed beauty of the Aetherial Forest, as if nature itself recognized their quest and chose to aid their purpose. The Aetherial Forest's enchantment deepened as Gareth, Elena, and Aldric ventured further. The air shimmered with the resonance of ancient magic, guiding them toward the heart of the forest, the Eldergrove. As they approached, the trees seemed to part, revealing a sacred grove bathed in the soft glow of ethereal light. Towering ancient trees, each possessing a wisdom older than memory, stood as silent sentinels. These were the Eldergrove Guardians, ancient tree spirits tasked with safeguarding the heart of the Aetherial Forest. Aldric's keen eyes assessed the atmosphere, noting the subtle shifts in the energy around them. His archery skills, once a tool of survival, now became an instrument of diplomacy as he recognized the need to approach with respect.
These are the Eldergrove Guardians.
Aldric whispered, his voice carrying a tone of reverence.
Spirits of the forest, we come with a purpose, one that seeks harmony with nature and protection for Eldoria.
The Eldergrove Guardians, their forms a dance of leaves and bark, regarded the intruders with a watchful gaze. Aldric took a step forward, his bow held at his side in a gesture of peace.
I've seen the devastation brought by those who lack respect for the land.
Aldric continued, addressing the ancient spirits.
We are here to mend the wounds inflicted upon Eldoria and to restore the balance disrupted by Drakmoria's darkness.
Gareth and Elena, moved by Aldric's words, joined him in conveying their shared purpose.
We seek the Aetherial Core to protect Eldoria and restore the land to its natural state,
Gareth added. The Eldergrove Guardians seemed to stir, the rustling of leaves echoing a silent conversation. Aldric's presence, respectful and attuned to the language of the forest, acted as a bridge. The Guardians, recognizing the sincerity of their intentions, allowed the trio to pass.
Thank you,
Aldric whispered, his gratitude carrying into the sacred grove. With the Eldergrove's blessing, Gareth, Elena, and Aldric moved deeper, their footsteps guided by the ancient spirits. The heart of the Aetherial Forest awaited, promising both challenges and revelations as their quest for the Aetherial Core continued. The Eldergrove embraced them, its mystical energy guiding Gareth, Elena, and Aldric deeper into its heart. In the center of the sacred grove, bathed in the soft glow of ancient magic, they beheld the Aetherial Core, a crystalline structure pulsating with the essence of the forest. As Gareth approached, the echo blade at his side seemed to resonate with the magical energy emanating from the Aetherial Core. The blade, a conduit between realms, absorbed the essence of nature's heart. The pulsating glow intensified, weaving the echo blade's radiance with the intrinsic magic of the Aetherial Core. Aldric, ever vigilant, watched over the process. His skilled archery, honed through survival and necessity, proved invaluable once more. Any residual challenges posed by the Eldergrove Guardians were met with precision and grace, Aldric's arrows finding their mark with a harmonious blend of skill and respect for the forest. Elena, attuned to the magical currents, marveled at the convergence of energies.
It's as if the Echo Blade and the Aetherial Core are meant to be one,
she observed, her eyes reflecting the wonder of the moment. Gareth, his connection with the Echo Blade deepening, felt a surge of power coursing through him. The Aetherial Core's essence intertwined with the ancestral magic of the blade, creating a harmonious symphony of nature's forces.
This is the unity we sought,
Gareth whispered, his voice carrying the weight of destiny.
The Aetherial Core is now a part of the Echo Blade, and together they shall lead us to the Stygian Amulet.
With the Aetherial Core secured, its magical energy pulsating within the Echo Blade, the trio prepared to leave the Eldergrove. The Guardians, having witnessed the sincerity of their quest, offered a silent farewell. As Gareth, Elena, and Aldric ventured out, the Aetherial Forest seemed to echo with the triumphant resonance of their success. The next destination awaited, the Enchanted Waters, where the Stygian Amulet lay hidden, and their journey continued. Leaving the embrace of the Aetherial Forest, Gareth, Elena, and Aldric embarked on the next leg of their quest, a journey to the Enchanted Waters. The mystical lake, rumored to cradle the Stygian Amulet, shimmered in the distance, its allure heightened by the ethereal atmosphere. As they approached, Aldric's keen eyes, accustomed to the subtleties of nature, detected illusions concealed within the waters. The lake mirrored the secrets it held, presenting challenges that tested not only the group's perceptions, but also their determination.
Illusions,
Aldric warned, his voice steady and composed.
The Enchanted Waters conceal more than meets the eye. Stay vigilant.
Gareth nodded in acknowledgement, his trust in Aldric's observational skills unwavering. The trio advanced cautiously, Aldric leading the way with an innate ability to discern reality from illusion. The illusions, manifestations of the lake's mystical nature, played tricks on their senses. Images of alternate paths, phantom obstacles, and fleeting glimpses of mythical creatures danced on the water's surface. Yet, guided by Aldric's perceptive gaze, they navigated the illusions with a grace born of unity and shared purpose. As they ventured deeper, the Enchanted Waters revealed another challenge: water nymphs, Aetherial Guardians of the lake. These mystical beings, drawn by the echo of the Stygian Amulet's presence, emerged to test the intruders. Aldric, his bow poised, ensured each arrow struck with precision. The water nymphs, entranced by the echoes of the Aetherial Core within the echo blade, hesitated in their ethereal dance. Gareth and Elena, attuned to the magical currents, harmonized their efforts with Aldric's, facing the challenges presented by the Guardians of the Enchanted Waters.
This journey tests not only our mettle, but our ability to work as one,
Gareth observed, acknowledging the significance of their growing synergy. Aldric, his arrows finding their mark, replied,
"In unity, we find strength. Together, we shall navigate the illusions and confront whatever lies beneath the surface of the Enchanted Waters."
The group pressed on, their reflections rippling through the mystical lake. The Stygian Amulet awaited, its secrets entwined with the depths of the Enchanted Waters, and Gareth, Elena, and Aldric faced the challenges with a determination that echoed the strength of their shared quest. The Enchanted Waters, a realm where illusion and reality danced in ethereal harmony, began to unveil its next challenge, a series of temporal distortions that rippled through Gareth's perception. Glimpses of Eldoria's history manifested before him, each ripple revealing fragments of significant moments. Aldric, attuned to the subtleties of the mystical, observed Gareth's reactions with a discerning eye. The archer's perceptive nature, honed through years of silent observation, sensed the significance of these temporal distortions.
"Gareth,"
Aldric spoke, his voice steady amidst the ever-shifting illusions.
"These visions are not mere illusions. They are echoes of Eldoria's past, threads woven into the very fabric of the Enchanted Waters."
Gareth, navigating the temporal currents, felt a profound connection with the kingdom's history. Scenes unfolded before him, the founding of Eldoria, battles fought in the name of its survival, and moments of both triumph and tragedy.
The Enchanted Waters are a tapestry of Eldoria's memories.
Aldric continued, his words carrying the weight of revelation.
Each ripple in time reveals the interconnected nature of the artifacts we seek. The Aetherial Core, the Echo Blade, and now these glimpses into the past. They are all threads in a larger narrative.
Elena, her magical senses attuned to the mystical currents, added,
The artifacts resonate not just with each other, but with Eldoria itself. They carry the echoes of the kingdom's destiny, intertwined with the prophecy we strive to fulfill.
The trio, amidst the temporal distortions, gleaned insights into the challenges that awaited them. The artifacts, conduits of Eldoria's history, held the key to understanding the kingdom's past and shaping its future.
We must unravel the threads of this tapestry,
Gareth declared, determination etched on his face.
The Stygian Amulet lies ahead, and with it, we shall continue to weave the destiny of Eldoria.
Guided by Aldric's perceptive wisdom and the echoes of Eldoria's history, Gareth, Elena, and Aldric pressed forward. The Enchanted Waters, a repository of memories and illusions, held the next piece of the puzzle, an artifact that would bring them closer to the culmination of their quest. As Gareth, Elena, and Aldric navigated the illusions of the Enchanted Waters, the air itself seemed to thicken with an otherworldly presence. Shadows danced on the water's surface, heralding the arrival of Selene. A powerful sorceress with her own agenda, Selene emerged from the mystical depths, her eyes ablaze with a dark determination. A cloak of shadows enveloped her, echoing the depths of her formidable magic. The Stygian Amulet, a prize she sought for her arcane ambitions, hung around her neck, resonating with the corrupted energies she commanded. Aldric, sensing the impending clash, readied his bow. The archer's keen eyes, accustomed to the dance of shadows, spotted the subtle movements in Selene's magic. Gareth, attuned to the echoes of Eldoria's history, sensed the gravity of the confrontation. Elena, wielding her sorceress abilities, stood poised for the arcane duel that awaited.
Selene.
Gareth spoke, his voice carrying a tone of caution.
We seek the Stygian Amulet for the salvation of Eldoria. Stand aside, and we need not make enemies of each other.
Selene, her gaze unwavering, responded with a dark smile.
Salvation is a fleeting illusion, chosen one. The amulet holds power beyond your comprehension, and I intend to harness it for a purpose far greater than your kingdom's survival.
The air crackled with tension as Selene unleashed tendrils of dark magic. Shadows coiled around her, morphing into ethereal forms that twisted and danced in the moonlit haze. The magical duel had begun. Aldric's archery, a skill perfected through the trials of survival, became crucial in navigating the ever-shifting patterns of Selene's dark magic. His arrows, guided by an uncanny precision, disrupted the shadows and created openings for Gareth and Elena to counter. The clash of magic and arrows painted a vivid spectacle on the canvas of the Enchanted Waters. Gareth, wielding the resonant echo blade, channeled the essence of the Aetherial Core, while Elena unleashed arcane spells that countered Selene's dark incantations. The Stygian Amulet, a focal point of the struggle, resonated with the conflicting energies. Each echo of Eldoria's history seemed to amplify the intensity of the magical duel, the forces of light and shadow converging in a symphony of power. As the confrontation reached its zenith, Selene, recognizing the resilience of her adversaries, felt the ebb and flow of the magical currents. Shadows dissipated and an unspoken agreement settled among the trio. Selene, veiled in the enigma of her own motives, now stood on the periphery of Gareth's quest.
The amulet may indeed be the key to Drakmoria's defeat,
Selene admitted, her gaze lingering on the artifact she held.
but tread carefully, chosen one. The eclipse approaches, and with it, the culmination of our intertwined destinies.
A tense understanding hung in the air as Gareth, Elena, and Aldric exchanged wary glances. Selene's acknowledgement of the amulet's significance marked a pivotal moment, one that required a delicate negotiation. Gareth, guided by a sense of diplomacy, spoke with measured words.
Selene, our quest is to save Eldoria from the looming darkness. If the Stygian Amulet can aid us in that endeavor, we will need your aid, but we cannot relinquish it permanently.
Selene, her expression shrouded in the lingering shadows of uncertainty, considered Gareth's proposition. After a moment of contemplation, she reluctantly nodded.
Very well, chosen one. I will lend you my aid until Drakmoria's threat is quelled. After Eldoria is saved, the amulet will find its way back to me.
The trio, their alliance now bound by the fragile threads of necessity, found themselves entangled in a web of shared fate. Gareth, sensing an opportunity to gather crucial information, continued the conversation.
Selene, you possess knowledge about Drakmoria's forces and the impending eclipse. Enlighten us so we may better understand the challenges we face.
Gareth requested, his eyes focused on Selene's enigmatic gaze. Selene, acknowledging the need for transparency, began to unravel the tapestry of impending events. She detailed the strength of Drakmoria's armies, the alliances forged in the shadows, and the strategic machinations that had propelled the kingdom into chaos. As she spoke, a realization dawned upon Gareth and his companions. They were not merely facing a military conflict, but navigating a complex web of political intrigue and ancient prophecies.
The eclipse aligns with the prophecy that foretells the rise of a chosen one. As celestial bodies converge, the forces at play will reach a crescendo. This is the moment when Drakmoria's true power will manifest, and Eldoria's fate will be decided.
Selene explained, her tone carrying a weight of foreboding. The celestial alignment, once a distant concern, now loomed as a critical juncture in their quest. Gareth, Elena, and Aldric absorbed the information, realizing that the impending eclipse held the key to unlocking the deeper mysteries of their intertwined destinies. Gareth, Elena, and Aldric absorbed Selene's revelations, the weight of their newfound knowledge settling upon them like an impending storm. The artifacts, now in their possession, held the key to unlocking a power that could stand against Drakmoria's encroaching darkness.
The celestial convergence approaches,
Selene intoned, her eyes fixed on the Stygian Amulet.
To fully harness the artifact's combined potential, they must be brought together before the eclipse. Only then can their true power be unleashed.
Gareth, feeling the weight of destiny on his shoulders, nodded solemnly.
We shall not falter. Eldoria's fate rests in our hands, and we will face whatever challenges lie ahead.
The group, bound by the threads of an unexpected alliance, set their gaze on the horizon. The Aetherial Core and Stygian Amulet pulsed with latent energies, resonating with the echoes of destiny that guided their path. As they ventured forth into the unknown, the mystical artifacts in tow, the companions prepared for the ultimate clash against Drakmoria. The echoes of destiny wove their tales, intermingling with the ethereal energies of Eldoria, guiding this unlikely alliance toward the destiny that awaited the kingdom. The celestial alignment loomed, and the trio braced themselves for the challenges and revelations that the impending eclipse would bring.